What's up, everybody? Sorry for not doing this yesterday. My internet was complete crap all day. What connection I did had was through the open-end Wi-Fi side of the router, which isn't that quick. So that's part of the reason why there was no stream yesterday. Plus, a lot of stuff's going on. For people who don't know, I do have a girlfriend. She's been in the hospital for the last couple of days, and I've just had a lot of stuff going on and didn't feel like dealing with Comcast. So I pushed it off back to the day. So for everyone who still hung around and is coming to watch it today, I thank you. And maybe next week we'll get back to normal. But as of right now, we're going to see who's on, see who wants to attend, see who wants to interact in the comments, and we'll go from there. And so it says we got 2 watching right now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Hey, Ugly Mug. How's everybody doing? Yo, Twisted. How's it going? Mr. Rebel without a cause himself. Mr. I ride down the median when there's traffic. Dude, I tried that last year. I was in traffic. I went to Bus to You. I didn't even try to ride down the median. I didn't even try to ride down the median. I went to Bus to Huey through one of those emergency pull-offs. And sheriff's deputies came by bigger and shit, seen me and just shook his finger at me and pulled off the side of the road. And I pulled off in front of them because I figured I ain't going to outrun them. Your bike's fixed. What happened, man? That plus this weekend is the weekend for Anthrocon, which I obviously am not there. Like I said before, just a lot of shit going on. Got to plan for other stuff. I might spin up Sunday. Try to get some video of that again, but we'll see. Busted fuel line. How'd you break the fuel line? That bike's not that old. But no, life can slow down for me a little bit. It can quit saying, okay, try something. That would be nice if things would slow down a little bit. Sorry we don't get the normal crew right now. Today's not the normal day. New exhaust and fuel management. Did you change exhaust? Did you break the fuel line taking the exhaust off? Yep. SC project, huh? Yeah, possible. Yeah, it's possible, all right. Oh, man. Come on, guys. So we got 6 viewers. Someone other than Twisted has to be there viewing. You want in, Twisted? I forget I got your Skype. So if you're going to be the only one typing to me, you might as well be in here. Because right now I'm just the asshole talking to you. There you are. There you go, buddy. Oh, shoot. Tired. So who's doing what for the 4th of July?
What's up?
Yo, man.
Oh my god, I have so many notifications to clear out. God.
How's the Kawasaki treating you?
Oh, beautiful, man. Yeah, I got a little shorty exhaust zone on there. Sounds amazing. Buddy went out riding with him.
Video.
What's that?
I watched the video.
The one that Fauci posted?
No,
Fauci?
the one you first put in that muffler.
Oh, when I installed it on, yeah. There's possibly a better one. The guy I ride with, Foji83, he got a few shots of me driving by. He said that thing sounds like MotoGP passing him.
Yeah, because it's a shorty. Most shorties do.
Oh, God. Sounds glorious. But after that, I managed to get some, I got shorty leverstone on there. I got the fender eliminator finally done with some Rizoma turn signals on the rear. Removed the passenger foot pegs. So it's nice. I just got to get the stupid front reflectors removed off the front wheels.
You move past your foot pegs, you single ready to mingle, huh?
You gonna make it out to the Sunday meet, man? No.
What's Sunday meet?
There's a Sunday. Well, it's here in PA, so I don't know if you'd even be able to make it. But
Yeah, where?
Allentown.
Allentown, you're fucking nuts.
Well, we're going to PA 125 in Goldmine.
That's a 6-hour commute for me, dude.
Ah, come on. Just, get a hotel, swing by, stay for the night. Good to go.
You're funny. You gonna pay for it?
No. Hey, we got people from New York coming down. What's your excuse?
New York's a little bit closer than me.
A little bit. Get out of here.
Let's see. Allentown's over here. I'm over here. New York's up here.
I'm going to pretend I'm not seeing any of your little hand signals for, comparisons.
Yeah, Allentown's up here a little bit. I'm like way the fuck down here somewhere.
Well, it sounds like somebody needs to not be way the fuck down there. Yeah, we're looking at hopefully about 20 plus people. Weather's looking like it's going to hold out. It's going to be a nice ride.
The only ride I'm worried about is for Tuesday, man. Next Tuesday.
Tuesday. Which one is that?
The 4th of July. That's the one I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Which last Sunday it said it was going to rain all fucking week. I'm like, really?
Of course.
And now that since they've been changing the forecast, it looks like it's going to be pretty nice.
Right. I think we're even getting Bill. I think even he's going to come out. He missed the last big PA. He's the PA ambassador for Moto Amino.
Oh, that's right. He's the one that lives in Harrisburg.
No. He doesn't live in Harrisburg. I was the one that used to be the ambassador. That was me.
Yeah.
I'm in Harrisburg, but no, he's somewhere else. He's a little ways out. But he was supposed to try and make it to the last PA meetup we had, but it was raining. And after he gave everyone a hard time for making it when it's raining, he ends up not showing up. The rest of us did. So he's finally, I think, going to make it to this meetup. We'll see. He's all like, it's just a little rain, guys. You can make it. Day comes up. He's like, I can't make it, guys. It's raining.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind a little rain if it's torrential fucking downpour.
It wasn't pleasant. Now, mind you, for my buddy and I, when we rode out there, it was like 50 degrees, and it was an 80-mile ride, and it rained the whole time there. And I mean, we managed. And I was in like a sweater, so I'm drenched. Every bit of my clothing was just completely drenched, soaked through. There wasn't a dry spot on my body, and I made it. So he was all like, yeah, I got cold weather gear and rain gear. I'm like, all right, cool. He's going to make it. Nope.
What's up, Barlow for Outdoors? Oh, fuck.
What up, Outdoors?
Yeah, dude, if I was either a little closer or had a more trip oriented bike, I would consider it. But dude, that's 6 hours.
You can totally make it. I believe in you.
That's one way.
I believe in you. You can do this.
My ass would commit suicide before I even got there. I would get delirious and I'd be going down the road like, boy, that semi looks like it wants to hug. Yeah.
Let's be friends.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Yeah,
but
I don't know. We'll have to see how the 4-hour trip goes here in August with the Airhawk seat. We'll see how that goes. If that 4-hour trip ain't too bad, then I'll start trying to stretch it a little more. But I definitely need something bigger to do any type of real distance.
Dude, I'm about to do this on a ZX-10R. We're looking at about a 6-hour day. My back is going to hate me after. But, oh, God, the trip, the route is worth it, for one. But the bike is just...
Yeah, but see, your ZX-10, I mean, you can get a better... I mean, you can put handlebar risers. You can put... You know, you can totally turn that into a tour.
I could.
There's a buddy of mine out in Florida has a Hayabusa. That's what he totally did. He put handlebar risers on it. And
see, my problem is because the way this bike is designed, I don't know how well that would actually work because it has the it came stock with an electronic Öhlins steering tamper. So to put any, huh?
Busa, bro. The dude did this to Hayabusa.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I want to take off because I don't know if there's an adapter to throw on for the steering damper. And I have discovered that the steering damper is a good thing on this bike.
6 hours to Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is about a half hour to an hour outside of Philly. I know where Allentown is because many moons ago, I went through Allentown to pick up a dude on my way to Philadelphia. That was out of my way.
I think you just need to suck it up and join us. That's all there is to it. Come on. You know what? I'm going to make sure. I'm going to be recording this whole event because I actually get to celebrate. I hit my first big milestone. I hit 100 subscribers yesterday.
Congratulations.
And I'm trying to convince everyone to do a massive red bomb while I record when we meet up.
Yeah, congratulations, and it's all downhill from here.
I know. I know. It's all going to suck from here on out. But I'll make sure in the video and call you out for, bitching out, not making it. Because it's 6 hours. It's 6 hours. I'm sure some people could chip in and help you get a room for the night. It'll be good.
my ass would not survive, man. Like I said, last year's doing 4 hours to Baltimore, that was all I wanted to do. I got to the hotel room. I pulled in. I got off the bike, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't have to get on you for the next 3 days."
I wonder if that's how some people feel with their wives. Oh, it's terrible.
It was like, oh my God, relief.
See, look, I'm talking shit and you're getting more viewers. This is perfect.
That's how it works, man.
I know.
Let's see
if we can get a poll going. If you think that he should just suck it up and ride the 6 hours to join us for the Pennsylvania meetup, just let us know in the chat. I'm even going to make a poll on a Moto Amino and just to see.
Dude, that's 12 hours round trip. And that's not even the riding that's going to happen when I get there. Like, holy shit, dude. Oh. That's too much, man.
It's all right. Now I'm talking shit to other people in Moto Amino. Oh, so the group is going to be, it's kind of funny. We're going to have, I'm air quoting. I know you can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes here. We're going to have 2 separate groups. We're going to have the standard, just your average riders of average speed. And then we're going to have the fast riders up front. But we're also going to have a bunch of people on Groms, and we're going to have people on 300s and everything. And everybody's like, I'm going to ride up front with the leader bikes. And we're all like, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
If I did come, I'd ride with the Groms. Because that's the only thing I'm going to outrun. It's the only thing the KLR is going to outrun.
Oh, man. That'd be hilarious. To see you struggling in the back, I can beat the Groms.
Oh, dude, did you watch the video I uploaded from last Sunday's meetup in Morgantown? I did.
I think I missed that.
See, I think I did 5 hours of riding the last Sunday, and I about wanted to die. Girl, I'm equal queer. The problem with the Grom is it turned into such a cult bike.
It really did. Everybody's got a fucking Grom now.
Like, oh, dude, it's $3,000, and I can just totally beat the shit out of it. That's the problem with the Grom.
Yeah, it just... I mean, I could see the appeal to it, but like my fat ass, there's no way I could honestly get a Grom and be like, yeah, I could totally enjoy this. Like, sure, if I'm just on the back roads around my neighborhood or something like that, like I might hit 30 miles an hour.
Oh, dude, there's one guy subscribed to I've been talking to and starting to make friends with. His channel is Fat Cat on a bike, and we was talking back and forth the message. And he said he's like, I kind of want a mini bike. I said, dude, there's no way. I said, mini bikes do not work for people like us. Those are no joke.
I think the biggest commute I ever did, I was actually just talking to somebody else since you mentioned the long drive. I used to do about 90 miles one way every day for work on a bike, on a 600. Fucking, it was a R6. That was a bitch. 100, like easily 200 miles a fucking day on this thing.
Well, okay. Well, shoot the men. The funny thing about that is the same men that are riding those Groms, they do it because they want that response for whatever reason.
Yep. What's up, Muzzle Mike?
You finally woke up.
Man, I'd be sleeping right now if I could. My ass has got to wake up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Buddy and I, we got to leave at...
I do that every day.
Yeah, I don't. You know? If it's 10 o'clock, it's too fucking early for me.
I do it. Hey, man.
Oh my god! But no, we got to leave. I think by 7:30 is when we're leaving to meet up because we got 80 miles to ride just to get there to the meetup point, and then we got to backtrack to the route. So
yeah, they are. They are. It is.
Yes, they are attention-seeking idiots. Absolutely agreed.
They buy Grom because like, oh man, such and such on YouTube has one that says how it's amazing, and then they get one and realize, oh my god, it's fucking slow. But I took payments out on it, so I just can't fucking sell it. That's what they don't realize.
Yeah, right.
So I gotta keep this thing till at least the loan's paid off.
It's like, no, why waste your money on that?
It's like EDC 1911. If you watch him, he seriously bought his Grom just for attention.
Well, it's no different than the fucking fidget spinners and shit like that. It's a hype thing. A few people get it for a certain reason, and you know, for some people, it might be a good starter bike. They're small people, small females don't want to fucking jump on a 300 at first. I can understand for some of it, but then it became a fad, became a fashion thing. Basically, it was like, oh look, everybody's got a Grom, I got to get a Grom, and it's like you just fucking killed it. You killed all the appeal for it.
Sup, Hootie Hoo, thanks for coming. And I know, Shoot the Moon, you were my hero for riding that old Honda.
That is some balls right there.
She's got an old Honda XR.
Whew. 30 years old. Ow, fucking cat.
Kickstart, if I remember right.
Damn. What up, Hootie Hoo? Yeah, it does feel weird not having everybody here, man.
Yeah. I wasn't able to do it yesterday because, like I said earlier, because my internet was total shit.
I know. Somebody had to have crap internet.
Hey, it's craptastic, man.
Who do you go through?
Comcast.
Oh, well, that's your first mistake.
It's the only person I got. The only people I got.
That's the only people you have. You see, I got lucky a little bit because I go through Verizon. I get Fios here. And I've had one issue with them. One. But, you know, they fixed it, and I ended up getting like 3 months worth of like not having to pay my bill. But my internet has never really just gone down or had issues. So that sucks, man. Being stuck with. They need to change that. That's all I can say. They just need to fucking change that. Get rid of this bullshit where you can't have competing services and.
Oh no, it ain't so much. Well, see, there is. There's rules against monopoly, but nope, Comcast fucking has a monopoly here. Well, that's like, let's see here.
Well, you see, they get in because they'd already signed agreements through like the municipalities and everything else like that, non-compete, clauses and everything else like that. So they turned it into a monopoly long before it was an issue, I guess. And they work around it because they offer other services. So technically, Comcast could get away with saying, oh, well, we offer like phone and TV services. And technically, there would be other TV services. So they're not really a monopoly. They find all loopholes.
Oh, the only other TV services there are is satellite. And Verizon used to be in the area, and then Frontier moved in and bought up this market from Verizon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're right. Shoot the Moon. Navy riding in the winter. That's some balls too. But what was I gonna say? But anyway, Frontier moved to here. Frontier is actually worse.
Well, do we got somebody? We got somebody.
It's Mike.
It's just me.
Oh, it's just him. Man.
Don't get too excited.
Oh, I'm not. Don't worry. No worries there.
But no. Oh,
Suburban Rider might be coming in a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he asked me to send a link. I went ahead and did it for you.
Christ. I didn't know he actually watched these.
Yeah, he has been.
I don't even watch
Well,
these. Are you kidding? I just come here and talk.
Well, you got to know Suburban Rider to understand that.
I suppose that is true.
Well, the reason I watch these myself is because I don't have a life.
And actually, outdoors, yes, I would believe it because I have a buddy who is in Wisconsin, and he has Charter? No, not Charter. Oh, what's it called? CenturyLink. And his internet, his ping is like is laughable. I mean, he has like 4-digit pings.
Whoa, I thought mine was bad.
Oh no, CenturyLink is fucking. Dial-up is faster where he lives.
I felt like that last weekend.
CenturyTeller Link, same. Yep, they are. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we used to have Verizon here in my. When I still lived with my parents, they had Verizon business class.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't the fastest, but it was stable. And I'll trade speed for stable any day.
Stability is definitely an important factor. If you got your shit dropping out like every 2 seconds.
I mean, like I tell everyone, Comcast is great when it works. When it works.
When it works, yeah.
Now,
But good luck with their customer service.
oh, dude, their customer service is atrocious.
I had Comcast, and it's better than what I have now.
Well, you have.
Spectrum came in and bought the place out, and it's gone downhill ever since. My fact, the reason I missed you even popping up with the Hangout was because I was dealing with the internet.
Oh, it's fun. You get better reception if you roast a live pig on a spit.
I might have to try that for my cell phone.
Yeah. Hell, forget the pig, roast a cell phone.
I don't want to alarm you, but you grew something behind you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's almost looks like one of my cats.
Yeah, no, it's a cat.
Did you steal my cat? I think you stole
No.
one of my cats. I think you did, sir. I think you did.
Yeah, I drove 5 hours, took your cat, and came home.
Damn right. Where is my cat? Where is?
Did you cut the tail off short?
All right, my cat's over here biting my feet, so we're good.
This is one of the places he likes to hang out.
Mine sits under my desk and curls up with my foot.
Oh, no,
And
mine
then-
don't do that. Like if I can lean back like this and go, hi, kitty.
Meow. Oh, look at the cutie.
Look, he does this. All I gotta do is lean back and do that. And he comes in my arms.
I could be sitting here trying to like game or watch a show on Netflix or something on my computer. My jackass cat, whose name is Jack, loves to just jump in my lap and get in my face and block whatever I'm doing to be like, hey, love me now. Love me. Love me, love me. Say that you love me. Ow!
Like if I-
fucking asshole bit me.
Like if I would have left him alone, he would have stayed back there. But if I lean back, hey, kitty.
My cat's a fucking critic. I start singing, he bites me. Asshole.
If you can't trust your cat, you can't trust anybody.
I
If you
can't
trust a cat,
anybody.
period.
That cat don't like me.
You're a fool if you trust a cat any day.
Well, then I'm a fool.
We all are. They're like, yeah,
Oh.
cats love us until they're assholes and try to kill you.
Kitty. Oh.
The only thing I'm good for with my cat is treats. Any other
Yep.
time, I don't even see it.
And if you withhold the treats, then they start plotting your murder.
Actually, destroys my furniture one piece at a time without me seeing it.
Oh,
Yeah. If you did come from a major, well, that's like I don't even live in a major city, but our internet here, like I said, when it works, is great. When I went to go visit my buddy for those couple of weeks, oh man, I just had to stay on my cell phone, and even out there, cell phone service sucked.
dude, I can't do it. Like me, I'm a huge tech junkie, man.
I mean, I could just watch my network signal on my phone go from LTE, 3G, EVDO, and back. It just kept doing that cycle, and it would just eat the battery because it was doing that.
Yeah, because it keeps trying to search all the different bands to get you. It's ridiculous, man. Remember, like whenever I travel, it sucks because, like I said, I'm a tech junkie. I'm doing everything online. I do a lot of uploading. I do a lot of downloading, gaming, all this other crazy shit. And when you go from like a 300 megabit service to like 5, you cry a little on the inside. What are you doing?
Cry a little on the inside.
My bearded dragon is dancing at me.
Kitty, you calm down. Hey, this isn't showing me time.
Yeah, it is. Every day is showing me time.
Well, now you want to lick more?
Yeah, I'm very particular about where I go. Love for outdoors because if I move or anything, like I don't mind being a bit away from civilization. Like I have no problem with it. In fact, I like the quiet that you get from just kind of being in like either a really quiet suburban area or out in the country. But the problem is, it's like there has to be decent internet out there or I'm going to be miserable.
Hi, Mayor.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So,
got somebody else.
Suburban Rider, how's it going?
Good, good. Is this the Trash Navy Thomas site? I wanted to be in here. Nah, I'm just kidding you guys. Just kidding you.
You can say what you want. I mean,
I do it enough to him anyway. I need to
Are we trashing the Navy?
no, it's
Thomas.
it's a long story about like
User.
4
He's a
hangouts.
good friend of mine. Don't take anything I say serious.
I don't take anybody seriously anymore. Would you say, Dante, you talking shit again?
You know, gotta talk that shit. That shit talking, yo.
Yo.
So what are you up to, man? I've seen the Buckeye boys are having fun trying to come up.
Yeah, that's the problem now with trying to travel during the summer anymore. I mean, my first 20 years of traveling, I got sprinkled on maybe twice because I always traveled in like August or so, July, later July, all of August. And now it's like the last few times I've tried to travel cross country too. You get these massive storms and one after another, and it knocks you down by a couple of days trying to make these trips. So I don't know. I'm kind of debating, even though I'm not having to do it for any physical reason, maybe just trailering up for at least part of the trip to just stay on schedule. It's not bad for me, but the guy that I'm going with, he has to be back to work at a certain time, so we got to at least meet a certain schedule until about the middle of September. Then I can take my time and be or go wherever. So I don't know. It's kind of concerning to me, this weather. These weather patterns were all summer long in the Midwest now is wet all the time.
Yeah, we've been getting some crazy weather here, especially the last couple of years.
It's because you bought that KLR.
That's it. It's my fault.
She got in blue.
Red goes faster, though.
Yeah, it tracks the rain, though.
Yeah, it tracks rain.
Who's the other guy that's in here? I don't think I ever met Twisted, whatever his name is. Twisted something.
No, he just fell out. I think his condition took a dump.
Is he somebody you guys know, or just somebody that just happened by?
I know him through Moto Amino.
Oh, okay.
He was in the chat before with Mike.
Oh, so you've met him in real life?
No, I haven't met him in real life yet.
Oh. Okay.
That's actually he's wanting me to Sunday go clear to Allentown, Pennsylvania for their Moto Amino ride for their state. And I was like, dude, that's 6 hours.
Yeah, that's across the state.
I said, dude, that's 6 hours one way. I said, there ain't no way. I said, holy shit, that's 12 hours round trip. I would want to die.
Well, for me, I got to spend the first 2 hours fighting Chicago traffic just to get out to get anywhere. So I've got 2 hours of traffic fight before I even get in a rural area where I can make time now. Unless I'm heading straight west is about the only thing.
Oh, crazy. The only way I would make time going to Allentown is if I pretty much just trucked highway the whole way.
Yeah.
You could play that song named Allentown the whole way.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
Vex says good to see you.
I'm constantly going to the south side of Chicago now, and it takes me an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours to go 40 miles to make it. And this is not the far south side. This is the near south side, like where Chinatown is, like 36th, 38th Street. It takes me almost 2 hours to get there, and if traffic's heavy, forget it. It's longer than that. Sometimes I actually don't even take the expressway. If the expressway is too crowded, I can actually take the side streets and make it all the way home west of O'Hare Airport faster.
The only time I've been through Chicago was when I was going to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I somehow found my way down by where the old mills were.
Oh, okay. You probably went in through, let's see, Calumet City, I bet. For a lot of the old.
And then I found my way up onto the Skyway.
Yeah. Well, I told the Buckeye boys to jump off, and when you get north of Indianapolis and you come to Remington, Highway 24, jump off and head west, come up 47, which will be actually about 5 miles west of me, and just go north there. You only go through 2 decent-sized towns, and you're way out in rural areas mostly. You won't make better time, but you won't be sitting in Chicago traffic for like 20 minutes and then move a little bit, and then sitting for another 20 minutes and move a little bit. So at least you'll be moving all the time. You'll be mostly in rural areas.
The two times I like going up, coming back, I was lucky enough. I didn't really sit in really heavy stop and go.
How many years ago was that, though?
Oh, that was back in. That was about like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. I remember about 15 years ago, if it was after 9 o'clock at night, you'd fly anywhere in Chicago. There just wasn't anybody around, no traffic or anything after 9 o'clock. Now you can be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and it's still backed up all over the place. Both directions, south, going west and going east.
Yeah, my buddy Sean, he told me about that.
Yeah.
Because he told me the way to go. He said, he told me to jump on the Skyway. He said that's the quickest way if you can get to it. Yeah, Shoot the Moon wouldn't be too far from Chicago if she's northern Ohio.
Yeah.
Depends on what part of northern Ohio.
She's not far from. She's by Worcester. She's actually. She's up by Worcester.
Kind of northwest.
Yeah. I still think she needs to do videos. I at least want to see pictures of her bike. Mansfield, I'm sorry, Worcester's.
Oh yeah, I know where Mansfield is. I've been through there once.
That's 3 hours from here.
Yeah.
Mansfield. Like I told her, I used to date a girl in Mansfield who worked at the Mansfield plant that made the toilets. Made the Mansfield plumbing.
Well, I think the Buckeye boys just want to pull over and visit Klinger for a while.
Nah, they found a nice strip joint they like probably, so they stopped in there.
That sounds like them.
They'll get yelled at though when they start trying to stick quarters in the girl's G-string. They'll get yelled at.
I thought they would do pennies.
Yeah, pennies.
Yeah, matter of fact, she, the girl I dated, she showed me where that prison was. She also took me down through Danville and all that.
You ever see the Joliet prison where Blues Brothers was filmed? I actually did a video of that years ago.
No, and if I ever make it, if I'd like to make it to one of your meetups one time, Chuck.
Yeah.
And maybe if I do, you know, I can come up and you can show me around.
Yeah, they're really it can be a feast or famine. I've had my first 3 meetups I tried to do, nobody showed up. My 4th one, about 12 to 15 people showed up. Then the next couple, I got pretty good attendance, and then the last meetup, about 5 or 6 people said they were coming. Only Gary Johnson showed up, and then this is my meetup now, and it's probably going to be Aaron and the Buckeye Boys, so it'll probably be 4 of us total. So it can be anything. I mean, the next one might be 12 people again. I don't know.
Oh,
Whoever shows up.
I don't care the size.
Yeah.
Maybe you and I can get together and ride over together.
Yeah, at some point.
I mean, it ain't like one's got a street bike and the other one's got a road sport.
Unfortunately, they won't let you inside the Joliet prison yet, though it's still owned by some real estate development thing. And you can see the outside, you can walk around, but there's a few places you can see in it for just a tiny bit, but not very much. That's about it. And then across from it's the old women's prison there, but it's not being functional either. It's just the outside building.
Hey, outdoors, I would like to come up and see if you're way northern Wisconsin.
Up in Lake Geneva and places like that are really great. Now, far, far north, I haven't been there too much. Far, far north in Wisconsin, where you get close to the Canadian border. I haven't explored that too much.
I think that's up where he's by.
Yeah. There's bears up there. You have black bears wander up on your back porch when you're in northern Wisconsin. Wolves, you have wolves and bear, and you encounter them every so often.
I've been asked to hunt bear, but I decided it's better to just have my clothes on.
Wow. I don't know. I talked to my buddy. I want to go up and meet him again. I told him, I said, I'd like to bring the bike, but I said, I think that's going to be a case. I'm going to trailer it. Because he's 11 hours.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be 2 bike covers I'll order.
Yeah.
You're going to say Trailer Queen on the side.
Yeah, I don't care the distance as long as it's not being rained on the whole thing. That just kind of ruins the whole experience.
Well,
In fact, both times I traveled to the East Coast and both times I traveled to the West Coast, I did not get rained on a bit, not even a sprinkle. Traveled all the way to both coasts. But then sometimes I did ride in the Midwest the last 5 years and get a few sprinkles. But it looks like in the future I'm going to be getting probably at least one trip where it's going to be partly washed out for a major thunderstorm.
So you're going to Cedar Point again, huh?
I don't know necessarily. I'm not, I used to really be into roller coasters when I was young, and I spent a lot of time there because we lived close enough by. We lived in Akron, Ohio, so I got to ride lots and lots of roller coasters. I like rides like the Zipper, too. You ever seen that, too? Where it, like, flings you down to where, it seemed like for a while there, 2 or 3 people every year were getting killed on the Zipper because the door would accidentally come open and fling them way out in the air. So, my days of the thrill rides are over, I think.
Come for the ride, stay for the death.
Yeah.
I would probably go to Cedar Point now and just ride the little trolley cars across if they still have those. I don't know if they still have the trolleys, but
they got the gondolas that go over.
The gondolas, yeah, those things, yeah. That's probably about my speed now at my age.
I just look at my wife and say, "You'll be rich before I come home."
Yeah.
You'll be rich.
I just raised my life insurance.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, next summer definitely I'm going to try a little bit harder. I want to get more of a road-oriented touring bike, so I could do trips.
Yeah.
I
think it can.
I need,
Probably not
I need something bigger and a little more comfortable before I start doing cross-country trips.
Hey, no fun.
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm so into classic bikes, I really like some of the new Kawasaki's to where they're totally maintenance free now. They even got the automatic adjusting lifters for the valves and stuff. Basically, you do nothing but just routine maintenance on the bike for 100,000 miles. I Triumph because I want the classic bike. I got to put it in the shop every 12,000 miles to get the valve adjustment, get the shims changed out and everything. But that's the price you pay. But really, if I had my druthers, I think the older I get, the more those Kawasaki, like the Vulcan 900s and those like that are maintenance free, the more I like them. I could even go for shaft drive, although I thought at one time I'd never have a shaft drive bike, but I could go for that now.
It's more or less just change the oil and put gas in it. And
Three times during the life of the bike, put new spark plugs in it.
Don't do that. Just pull it to the quickie lube real quick.
But just go ahead and put some brake pads on every once in a while.
Yeah. Get some really thick lifetime warranty brake pads. That's it.
Now, that is one nice thing. At least I've been fortunate. Every bike I've had to do brakes on they've been very easy to do. I know some people have a hassle doing that, but the bikes I've had, the brake pad changing has been very easy.
KLR is nice as long as they don't seize up on you.
Yeah, I know you had that problem with the piston design or something that they would tend to seize on you.
Yeah, I had to. It was getting close to the same problem with that rear one when I just did it last winter. I caught it just in time.
You also have to make that shield piece too. Dante, did you make that shield piece like I did for Navy Thomas's bike, to where it doesn't splash up in your neck bearings, so you don't have those end up going bad on you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, because it was almost like he says feel this, and I went back and forth to the handlebars, and it felt like a ratchet wrench. It was like click 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 click.
No, mine still feels smooth.
Yeah, well then now's the time to do it before you get that click click click, because that's a little late then.
I was looking at mine. I mean, yeah, I need to do it. But I mean, there's already like a plastic deflector there.
Oh, maybe yours had the correction in it. I don't know. Is yours newer than Navy Thomas's?
Actually, it's
No,
Actually,
like a month.
it's a month older.
oh well, yeah. Then maybe somebody that had the bike before you did it. Then maybe they put a deflector on it.
Oh, someone's been through that bike before me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you look in there, there's this plastic thing that kind of comes up.
Okay.
I not looked at Mike's, good enough to really know if his has the same thing, but
Mine's metal, because Chuck made it.
Yeah. And we did a lot of different things with Tom's bike. The last time he brought it here and we had it up on my motorcycle jack, my motorcycle lift, we did a lot of different things to it.
that's cool. Shoot the moon.
Yeah.
So they must have had that bike since it was new.
Yeah, Tom bought it new. Yeah.
Well, I was someone in the side chat.
Oh.
She has an old Honda XR.
Okay. My first bike was a Honda, and it broke down about every 3 months. I was so glad I got rid of that. Oh man, that was nothing but a headache.
That was a true I want to ride bike.
Yeah. Nobody else that had that model seemed to have any trouble with it. But about a week after the warranty expired, the 1-year warranty expired, the whole wiring harness burned up on it. They had to send it. Was still like the bike was still new enough that they couldn't keep it in stock. They didn't have it in stock yet, so they had to actually pull one off the line from Japan and send it to get it fixed for me.
Oh, geez.
And shortly after, I got rid of it and got a Harley, and oh, my troubles were gone. That bike just was so reliable. 25 years, and I hardly ever had a problem with that bike.
25 years.
Yeah. The carburetor get kind of gummed up once in a while, but I learned how to pull it apart, clean it, and put it back together in about 15 minutes because it was just a single side draft carburetor. So there was like nothing to it. It took me longer to take the air cleaner and the hoses off than it did to actually take the carburetor apart, blow it out, and put it back together.
Damn.
I know the new Harleys are not that way, all fuel injected and everything. If something goes wrong, you got to take it to the shop.
I was just talking about that the other morning on one of my morning rides.
Yeah.
How I prefer the carburetor. I know fuel injection, but I also know carburetor. I can normally fix it enough to limp it toward get me somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Where fuel injection, who's going to have a spare fuel injector with them or whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit of rubber
My
to get you in.
Yeah, my days of doing anything other than simple maintenance on bikes are probably about over with. So if I do get my next bike and it has fuel injection, that'll probably be just as well because I don't even like when people show me these bikes with 2 or 4 carburetors in them and say, "Can you help me take the carburetors apart and synchronize, clean them and synchronize them?" I'm like, "Oh man, I don't want to do it." I did it for my neighbor the last time a few years ago. He got a motorcycle with 4 carburetors, and I helped him pull them apart, clean them, put them back together, and synchronize them. But oh, it's just a pain.
I did that on the KZ. Until I learned how to do it, was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'll stick with my thumper.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, if I get my next bike that I want, it's going to be fuel injection anyway, because that's the only way they make it. It's that 150 horsepower Indian Scout. I really like that one.
You going for an Indian?
Yeah, I've had the Harley, I've had the Triumph, so I'd like, it's a dream. I'm not saying that I can. It may be just more of a dream than ever happening real. But then again, I never thought I'd have a Triumph either. So I thought, I thought the Harley when I got it was going to be my last bike, but who knows? I might end up with an Indian someday. It could happen.
Sounds a little freaking racist to me.
Oh, dude, I've seen a couple of the big ones coming out. The big, oh man, they look huge going down the road.
Oh yeah, the Indian Chiefs. I'm not really into the Indian Chiefs myself. I mean, plus I'm not a big guy anyway. I'm a little guy, so the Scout fits me perfect. For you, actually, an Indian Chief would fit you perfect.
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably would.
Yeah.
It's just you see that going down the road, and I'm like, man, that's a lot of fucking crow.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, what was it? Last Sunday on the way to Morgantown to go meet up with Black Friday, and to go do the group ride. There was a dude put outside there. I don't know what he was doing. He had one of the new Indian Chiefs, and he was tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was like, dude, that bike's way too big for you.
Of course, then again, like an older guy told me too, he says, you know what? I'm 6 foot tall and 200 pounds, and one of those things starts going sideways, I'm not going to be able to hold it up either. And he says, so he says, go for it. If you want an Indian Chief, go for it. But I'm like, nah, I'm not into the big bikes.
900 pounds.
I rode the Kawasaki Classic, which is just as big as the Indian Chief, and I tell you what, it just felt like I was barely steering a boat down the. It was so huge. It felt like I'm just guiding a boat down the roads.
Forget the helmet. I need a captain's hat.
Yeah. It didn't feel like I was riding so much as I was ruddering a ship. Is what it felt like. So
actually, no, he doesn't have a Chief. He has a Honda CTX.
Yeah.
Which is one step below Goldwing.
Yeah.
But Dante secretly Chuck wants a KLR. It just he just won't come and say it.
I actually thought about it when I rode with LJ when she bought the KLX. The guy gave me a bike, and he said he would sell it out the door. At the time, he couldn't get it. They're changing models or whatever like that, and I could have had it for $3,000 out the door. I mean, it was brand new, but it wasn't like brand new because he let people test ride it, so it had about 350 miles on it.
It was a demonstrator.
Yeah, it was a demonstrator, but it would have all the new warranty, all the new, just like a new bike, all the, it'd stand behind it just as well. $3,000 out the door I could have got it for. And it was a nice, I'll have to say a KLR is a nice bike. If they lowered it about 2 inches, it would fit me pretty good. I just have to have a lowering kit.
You just need a set of stairs goes up the side and folds up.
Well, that's what he basically, the guy that owns the shop is my size, height-wise. He weighs a little more than me, but he says, here's how you do it. And he just stepped on the pedal and just stepped up on it like a step, on the side, peg. And he says, I just have to step up on it too. He says, I can't stand on the ground and swing my leg over it. But then I had to, every time I was at a light, I had to tippy toe it or else lean to one side real far. So.
Well, that's like the last two people I met up with. They were both pretty short guys. They both sat on my bike and their feet were nowhere near the ground.
Yeah.
And the one.
Well, you're running the bike if you lower it 2 inches, and I'm like, why? My weight is not going to make that thing travel very far anyway. I mean, it's not like, I weigh all of 150 pounds. It's not like if I hit a bump, that bike's going to go 12 inches down.
Yeah, it ain't gonna.
Yeah. Now, if you're about a 250-pound guy with stubby legs, yeah, that could be a problem lowering your bike 2 or 3 inches, yeah.
I mean, they do sell lowering bones for them.
Yeah, do lowering bones in the back, and it clips them off the spring in the front.
That's all it would take.
Yeah.
Put a lower seat on it.
When I first got the goat, I thought about putting lowering bones on it. Then I just got used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the moon.
I actually like the seat. I thought the seat would not be that good, but I like the seat, and especially I can move around on it a lot too because I've got a really tiny behind, so I can move side to side. And I even sat on the back passenger part for a while when I was riding around on Tom's bike when he had it before he gave it to Mike. I went for quite a long ride on it one time, and it was not uncomfortable at all. If it weren't for the fact of the way that it was geared and everything like that, it would not be an unreasonable cross-country bike. It's just that it's not good on the bike probably to use it as a cross-country highway bike.
What's up, Bandit Nev? Let air of the tires that go lower.
Yeah, make the tires flat, and then I can flat foot it.
You just take the rubber off, you can ride on the train tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, run on the rims.
That's
Switch and put
awesome.
put 24-inch bicycle tires on it. That's all.
You worry about holding it up, just put training wheels on it.
That's what I can do. Just ride in the truck ruts and everything like that. So the rest of the pavement would be high enough for me.
Yeah. Up to the stop, you decide which direction you want to turn. You just lean the bike far that way.
Yeah. Oh, I've done that a lot with riding other people's bikes, testing them out after I worked on them. I have to lean to one side because I couldn't stand flat-footed with both feet on them.
Ah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's right. Outdoors has a Tenere now. Yeah, we need to keep busting on Rick's and get him to fix his.
He just needs to get off his butt and get stuff, huh? Rick's got that harness that you just like Dante had, and then I rebuilt mine this last winter.
Yeah, except for Rick's went out and bought another bike.
Yeah. He went the cheap way.
No, that ain't the cheap way. That's the expensive way.
That was condescending, Dante.
Huh?
That was being condescending.
I know. Bandit Nev said good day to you, Mike, and Chuck.
Hey, Nev.
Oh, hey, Ben. Hey, Ben and Nev. And Ruby.
Oh, I don't know. No, we just need to start busting on Rick's more on Facebook. I told him, I said, get the harness and bring the bike up. I'll do it. It wasn't really that bad. I bitched about it, but it wasn't that bad to do, actually.
You work on appliances for a living. Everything's in the way and hard to get at. So it's like, what's the...
Yeah, I bitched about it, but it wasn't really that bad.
Yeah.
Sup, ridiculous? How's it going, man?
He's probably down at the campground again.
Oh, it probably is. Where you at, ridiculous? You camping? You home?
I know I'm changing out the seat foam on the goat. Put something a little bit stiffer in.
I don't know if I'd go stiffer.
Put an easy chair on that thing with arms.
There you go.
I thought about not a Goldwing seat.
Yeah.
It'd be better than the bedded nails I'm sitting on.
You gotta make it a hybrid. Make it a hybrid, half Goldwing, half KLR.
Well, it's got the trunk already.
Yeah.
It's on its way there now.
Put a big wide fairing in front of it.
No, that's going too far.
That's cool.
Wait till I get my eight hangers in.
Yeah. I've still been looking. Somebody somewhere has has made an East Coast chopper or a West Coast chopper KLR somewhere. I haven't found a picture yet, but I know somebody has to have done it.
Oh yeah, but they probably just chopped the fuck out of it. You don't recognize the frame anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to majorly mess it up. I'm just making it mine, more fitting me.
Vex said the KLR wing.
Yeah.
KLR wing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's next year's addition to the KLR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't give them any ideas.
I love the looks though. People that don't know me in the bike. Just stare at the bike like, what is that? Is it a dirt bike? But it's got the luggage on it. Like, okay.
Well, you look like somebody going on one of those African safaris is what you look like with all the ammo cans on it.
Well, the front one, I got to put a lock on it, so whenever I come up to Chicago, I can lock up my firearm.
Yeah.
Gotta be legal.
Oh man!
I don't think in the future they're going to have you separate the ammo and the gun anymore because they just the NRA run a test case saying that it's unsafe to actually expect people to keep unloading and loading their gun if they have concealed carry to put it in their car. Leaves it for unsafe conditions. So the court ruled for the NRA that it was unsafe conditions. So they're probably just going to have to do away with that law. So by the time you come up, you can just take your gun and lock it away, but leave it loaded because they don't want people loading it on. That's a place where accident happens when you're constantly loading and unloading your weapons. So they want people to just put it in there and lock it up. It's not like a gun sitting by itself is going to shoot.
Every time you cycle it, you're taking a risk, you know?
Yeah. And the court agreed, so the NRA won on that. So the concealed carry guys now, they if they're in a place where they're not allowed to bring their gun in, they're allowed to just lock it in their car somewhat, but they can keep the ammo in it.
That's one of the reasons why I got my carry license, because that way I can put it right in my car in Pennsylvania and not have to worry about it. 'Cause with the open carry, you have to completely unload it and put it in different spots in the car. It's the way their laws are. So, like, no, I'll just leave it loaded. I got my permit. Just make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
I don't even bother taking it out of a holster anymore, because every time you pull it out of the holster, you're taking a slight risk, you know? Leave it in the holster, I take the whole holster off. I gotta take it off.
Twisty had a pet emergency. That's why he ducked out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in about a couple minutes too. I'm gonna go on Skype and talk with my friend from Australia.
Oh, that's fine.
I'd invite him in here, but he doesn't know how to do Google Chats or anything. I just found out that the new Firefox won't do it anymore either. They're so security conscious now about plugins and stuff. They disabled the plugin for Google Chats, so you have to go to. I have to do Google Chrome to get in here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can see, you know, the safety concern and everything, but like, I tell you what, about half the plugins I used to use, I can't use in Firefox anymore because they just, for security reasons, they think they're too vulnerable.
You can't. They still allow ad blocker.
Yeah, they still allow ad blocker, but things like my camera app, I can't use that anymore in Firefox. I have to use a separate app from the camera maker, which is fine, but it was just convenient. I could just open a tab on Firefox and boom, turn on my security camera. But probably somebody found a way to, you know, tunnel into somebody's security camera and look at it. So Firefox had to, you know, for security reasons, disable it. I don't know.
We'll have to work on them to block the ad blocker. That way I can make some more money off you.
One I'd like for Google Chrome, for them to do the YouTube downloader. There's none of them. They bust every one of them. They break it because Google owns YouTube, so they don't want you downloading the videos. Which is funny because all you have to do is you open a tab and put your tab on KeepVid, KeepVid, and it'll download anything from YouTube for you. You don't even need an application then.
I have an application that does it for me.
Yeah.
But it updates like crazy because of Google changes things too much.
Yeah, YouTube does break. I've got the YouTube downloader, and it's about every 3 months they break it, and then it has to be revised again for whatever they broke. It's a constant game that they play with each other. Okay, I'm going to hop out of here then. Nice chatting with you guys. I'll see you guys later.
See you, man.
I'm gonna be in this here anyway, so I've been trying to run the order. So thanks for coming, Chuck.
Sure.
Everyone else who came viewed, appreciate it as always. Thanks for coming. Sorry we didn't do it Thursday, but we'll shoot for next Thursday. Until then, everyone, peace out. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Later.